Hello, hello, hello. It is coffee time again, and that's where we have a look at the news websites, mainly the Mail, and I talk about the news because it keeps the missus entertained whilst we're eating our lunch. Chicken sandwich today. It's good, wasn't it? Like I said, I've not looked. What have we got here? Word news. Okay, what is this? The Oxford 2023 word of the year is Riz. Okay, it beat rivals off the top spot, which included de-influencing, beige flag and Swifty. But anyway, yeah, Riz is internet slang for romantic appeal. And he's apparently big with Generation Zers. But yeah, these were the content. I don't really care because I'm old. But these are the ones. So Riz is number one. Beige flag, trait that indicates partner's boring. Oh, that's me. Situationship, a romantic relationship which is not formal. Well, that's just friends with benefits, isn't it? Parasocial. That's when a fan falsely knows a celebrity as a friend. I'm sure many of you have a parasocial relationship with me because I'm your mate. Send me money now. Heat dome. Well, we know what a heat dome is. That's like a snow bomb, isn't it? You have a snow bomb in the winter, heat dome in the summer. High pressure weather system. A Swifty, a fan of Taylor Swift. I knew that one. Prompt, instruction given to AI which determines the content it generates. Well, also it's what actors need, isn't it, when they forget their words. And de-influencing, the practice of discouraging people from buying certain products via social media. The old reverse psychology, eh? Don't buy any of my music on darrenlock.bandcamp.com. Don't buy it. Don't go there. Don't buy any of it. And thanks to the few people who indulged on Friday, Saturday-ish with that voucher thing. Thank you if you're watching. Not sure if you are. So yeah, words. Meanwhile, don't go on holiday. Got holiday news. Whoops. Better switch back to live camera. Forgot what I was doing for a minute then. Who fancies going, right, to the Macau Tower in Macau in China? Should we have a look at it? Here it is. Ooh. And you're probably thinking, that's impressive. It's even more impressive to know that you can bungee jump from the Macau Tower. It costs 280 quid. So you go all the way there and you can throw yourself off it. Right? But for one 56-year-old tourist, it wasn't good news. The unnamed Japanese tourist leapt off the Macau Tower shortly after 4:30 p.m. and completed the 764-foot jump via bungee. So it's a bungee. You don't throw yourself off. That'd be silly. They strap an industrial length of elastic around your waist and hope for the best. Well, anyway, a Japanese tourist indulged in this and it killed him. Yeah, he was taken to Conde S. Janeiro Hospital in Macau, China, and officials said he'd experienced shortness of breath and ended up losing consciousness shortly after the jump. And they found that he was not breathing, had no heartbeat when they arrived on the scene. The paramedics arrived. He was pronounced dead after being taken to hospital. Sky Park by H.A. Hackett, that's a company that runs the bungee jump, says that paying customers should disclose any medical conditions before taking part in the activities. So yeah, if you've got heart problems, high blood pressure, diabetes, oh, that's me out then, and previous surgeries, or you are blessed with common sense, you might not necessarily want to throw yourself off of the building. Again, the jump is 764 foot, and that's 2/3 the height of the 1,108 foot building. So there you go. That's something to do when you're on holiday in China. Okay. It's I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Meanwhile, we got weather news, because I know you like the weather news. It's been, today has been dubbed wrong teeth. It's been dubbed Ice Rink Monday. Yeah. Britain braces for a 280-mile wall of snow. Okay, I like the sound of that. That sounds like something from Game of Thrones. And you're gonna get 6 inches of whiteness. Oh yeah, and I know how you like a good 6 inches out there. Any more and you'd be spoilt. So yeah, they reckon temperatures could drop to -6, and the Met Office has issued do not travel alerts. Yeah, snow and ice warning has been issued until midday in Scotland, Northern England and North Wales, as well as rain warning for South West England until 6 p.m. And yeah, apparently overnight the temperature dipped to -5.9 centigrade up in Scotland and -3 in England. And here is a car in the Peak District this morning. Got a bit of fog and a bit of snow. There you go. I mean, these guys have got the right idea. They're not going anywhere. At least they got their jumpers on. Woolly jumpers. Yeah. No. I mean, this must be the picture of the story. Look at that. That's just fantastic, that is. So yeah, it's winter, everyone, and we're experiencing winter. Well, it's not quite winter yet, we're still in autumn, but we're not far off of winter. But we're expecting seasonal weather for the time of year. Hooray! Brr. Brr. Let's do some planning news. This is the story of Tony Harvey, right? He's a wealthy landowner, and he's got he did one of those grand design builds, you know, a contemporary family home he built in Glastonbury, Somerset, and here he is. Well, firstly, here he is. I guess that's him with someone. Maybe it's his missus. I don't know. They've not said it. He's on the left, by the way. It does actually say that. Like there's any confusion, mind you. These days, people can't tell the difference between man and women, can they? Anyway, nearly went off on one then. But yeah, this is an aerial view of the property that he came up with. It's in the rural hamlet of West Compton near Shepton Mallet in Somerset. And yeah, very modern, very swish. And here's another view. The thing is, right, is he built it behind hedges without any planning permission, and it sits on agricultural land. So he hasn't got, you know, hasn't applied for a change of use. And yeah, he got rumbled. He got rumbled by the local council, didn't he? Because the other night when he turned the lights off, the locals said it lit up like a Christmas tree because it had large glazed windows. And one neighbour complained of light pollution coming from the property. He says when he puts the lights on, it's all lit up and looks like there's been an alien invasion from Mars. I like that. That's good. So now, Mr. what's his name? Harvey from Somerset has been ordered to demolish the illegally built £500,000 home. There you go. Fuck around and find out. And he did. But yeah, I think he's going to appeal the decision. And we'll have to see what happens there. When approached by the Mail, Mr. Harvey refused to make any comment on the matter. And his planning agent stated that the property benefits the area. James Wilding, Managing Director of Acorus Rural Property Services Limited, said the design seeks to provide housing of exceptional quality with high quality design, construction and material quality. The proposed development has been designed and considered to reflect that of the contemporary modern home, designed with a passive house, energy efficient principles in mind. Should get Kevin down from Grand Designs, let him have a look at it. But yeah, no planning. Meanwhile, a spokesman from Somerset Council said the local planning authority, having carefully considered the grounds for refusal, consider it expedient, and an enforcement notice has been issued requiring the property to be demolished and land restored back to agricultural field. The enforcement notice was served on the 12th of October, and the owner has until the 27th of November to appeal the notice to the planning inspectorate or demolish the property within 6 months. Well, that's gone. I guess we'll be back in 6 months to see what happens. There you go. But yeah, you've got to apply for change of land use, and you've got to get planning. So there's two things that he's fallen over there. He thought he could just hide it behind a hedge. Wrong. That's the wrong answer. You can't just hide it behind a hedge. What else have we got? Well, this is something else. This is up in Scunthorpe, North Lincolnshire. Scaffolder Daniel South Southern. I don't know. My words aren't with it today. What I see and what I say are two different things. Be very careful, Mr. Locke. Be very, very careful. He was sitting at traffic lights when he noticed a group of students. He reckons they were American students, also taking notice of the lights. Yeah. Yeah, look, they thought it was for pedestrians. Oh, isn't that cute? Oh. 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 They're just strangers abroad, aren't they? What else have we got? Meanwhile, some news for the ladies out there, though. You might want to hold your hankies at the ready. This is the story of Edoardo Santini. Right, when he was 17, he was voted Italy's most handsome man. Here he is, and I think you'd agree. I think I can say this after watching Doctor Who. He's quite hot. But ladies, it's not good news. Here he is again. Here's some more prime man meat for you. There you go, ladies. We get very few women viewers on there because we don't show enough of the men. That's the thing. And he's ditching his modelling career because he's joined the priesthood. Yeah, he's becoming a priest. He shared the news via Instagram, breaking millions of female Italian hearts in the same way. But they can always, visit him, confess to him, have a look under his cassock. Or is it a frock? I can never tell. So yeah, he's becoming a Christian priest. There we go. Probably Catholic because he's Italian. And one last shot. There you go for the ladies. As you mourn him. There you go. He now declares himself a priest wannabe. Meanwhile, this was a Brazilian Comic-Con event promoting the film Dune Part 2. Again, Comic-Con is a convention for nerds. I mean, you can almost smell the nerds. And they were promoting Dune Part 2 when this happened. Florence Pugh, one of the stars, gets whacked in the face by something. Look, oh. Now I'm not sure what that was. I can't tell. Is it a? I don't know. What was that? But she took it like a pro. I'm sure she's had things hurtling at her face at high velocity many times before, and she's used to it. But yeah, she's Florence Pugh's new in June. I didn't know that, so I've learnt something there. I didn't enjoy the first one. I prefer the David Lynch version, where it's done a bit more camp, because I can't take that stuff seriously. Meanwhile, tree news. Yeah, we've got tree news. This is the story of a historic palm tree that stood on a roundabout in Millbank. And here we go. This is on the north side of Lambeth Bridge near Westminster. And I think you'll agree, again, if you know London, if you've been through it, you'll know that it's a historic landmark. It's something that we can all look at and admire. And I don't know, it raises the spirit somewhat, doesn't it? See a little bit of exotica in the middle of grimy old London. I think we can all agree on that. So have we got a picture of it today? Is there a modern? Let's see. What's that? What? They've cut it down? What? Yeah. Mayor Khan has cut it down to make way for a cycle lane. Yes, I shit you not. There you go. Don't worry. But they reckon the palm tree is going to be relocated to Churchill Gardens, right? And this move, TfL insists, will make the roundabout safer for cyclists. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Hopefully, it survives its travels. I mean, I think it's bizarre. There you go. Everyone's just got to fuck around with everything, haven't they? Just look, here's a lovely aerial view of it. They just got to mess around with everything. There you go. But yeah, cycle lanes, blah blah blah. What else have we got? Boom. Northern Lights will be visible as far as south as Newcastle tonight, because there's a big solar storm striking Earth. So yes, you will be able to see Aurora Borealis located to your kitchen, possibly. And for those of you who don't know what it looks like, it can look as stunning as this. That was at Warkworth Castle in Northumberland. There you go. I don't know when that was. But yeah. This is a scan of what could happen. There you go. That's the 4th of December. So keep your peepers peeled for that. Meanwhile, Nottingham City Council becomes the 7th to declare bankruptcy since 2018. Again, it's another Labour council. It's good, isn't it? They've issued a Section 114 notice yesterday declaring they were unable to balance their 2023-2024 budget and was on course for a £23 million overspend. It followed Northampton, Croydon, Thurrock, Woking, Slough, and most recently Birmingham City Council. So yeah, makes you feel proud, doesn't it? Makes you feel proud. And here's a picture of the council HQ, which is Loxley House. There you go. Bet that cost a pretty penny. I hope they pay the rent. So yeah, it's all that can be expected. What else have we got? Hilarious posters Should we do that one? Yeah, okay then. This is Bored Panda. I've collated these pictures. Daily Mail stole it, and I liberate it. I liberate it to you guys. Remember, a wise doctor once wrote, it's my handwriting. Roads closed, stuff broke, fix it later. That's got to be Photoshop. Unattended children will be given Red Bull and taught how to swear. Of course. They should already know how to swear. If you have an outdoor wee, they're going to cut off your plums. It illustrates the problem very perfectly and succinctly there. Tent poles are not for pole dancing. Please find alternative ways to disappoint your father. I like it. Please do not poop in the rocks. We can't believe we had to make this sign. Indeed. Legal locksmith. If life shuts a door, open it again. It's a door. That's how they work. I thought he was going to make something about windows. Stop! If you are not a fly, please do not trigger the fly traps, as this will cause them to digest themselves and eventually die. If you are a fly, please ignore this message, but proceed with caution. Rough road ahead. Fasten bra. Remove dentures. That's not real. Earthquake detection kit. Of course, the eyes wobble. That's how you know it's moving. The earth is moving. Why are you littering? I'm a jerk. I don't care about natural areas. Mummy still clears up after me. All of the above. That's at the Nokalula Falls Park. There you go. I imagine, is that in Australia? And yeah. Ninja exit over only. I imagine it's on a ceiling tile in an office somewhere. So there you go. Hilarious. As much mirth making was made there. Again, I think we might have some CCTV footage of a crime. Yes, we do. Here we go. Let's just see if there's an advert. This is Nathan Maynard misbehaving. Oh, come on, you can do it. You can do it. Oh, wait a minute. Can't do that. Won't be a minute. Oh, won't be a minute. And I'm back in the room. It's just Royal Mail collecting a parcel for eBay. Someone bought my old set of scales off eBay. There you go. It's amazing what you can sell and flog. Don't worry. I clean them first, so I don't have to stand where my jammy feet have been. And here we go. This is no, they're playing the advert again. There we go. What we're seeing here is, well, this is CCTV footage, and can you tell me what happens next? Right, here we go. He's waiting. Watch the car, he's waiting, and then bam. Reverses. Are we going to get another one? No, just once. There we go, and off he drives. So yeah, that was Nathan Maynard, and he was captured on CCTV ramming his silver Ford van, transit van, into his ex-girlfriend's car as she turned into the street. He then turned and sped off. Here he is. You might want to avoid him because he's a prat. And yeah, he smashed into a car. He'd been sending his ex-girlfriend text messages to say, "I hate the fact you're going out with him." and I promise you he's going to get hurt. You ain't seen nothing yet. This has resulted in Newport Crown Court, well, hearing the whole sad story as Maynard became bitter with when their 5-year-old relationship ended, and he wrongly accused her of cheating, and he basically harassed her. And the court heard that Maynard went to his ex-girlfriend's home in Cumbrae, South Wales, in November, but she wasn't there. He was then filmed using his van to ram her car when she drove down the road before he drove off. The victim was taken to Grange University Hospital for treatment. Her car was also left with damage to the front of the vehicle, which Maynard has paid for. He pled guilty to dangerous driving and harassment, and also admitted to stealing an £80 pram from another victim in an unrelated matter. Oh, he's a charmer, isn't he? Judge recorder David Elias KC said, your relationship had come to an end in September of this year, and your ex-partner had gone on to meet a new partner. You simply could not deal with that, and you began immediately to accuse her of cheating on, and she was doing nothing of the sort. That jealousy no doubt festered. You began to harass her, first of all by sending messages. You sent abusive and threatening messages to her. You even put calls into her father, leaving messages for him, wanting to meet him, to fight him. Anyway, it resulted in him being handed an 8-month suspended sentence for 18 months. He must complete 29 sessions of a Building Better Relationships program. He was also given an indefinite restraining order and banned from driving for 2 years. And he must sit an extended test to regain his licence. Yeah, he's dangerous to women. Right, what else have we got? Meanwhile, this is very important news. We have mullet news, and again, very important. This is the story of Dr. Alistair Bush. Quite appropriate, right? He has won Best International Mullet in Australia. I don't know. We've seen better, haven't we? We have seen better. I'd say it's a bit mediocre, to be honest. I was expecting something fantastical. Okay, he's curly. That's it. That's all he's got going for him. But yeah, the festival is held in a small town of Kurri Kurri in New South Wales. This is Mullet Fest, Australia. He didn't win the overall grand prize, but he did win Best International Mullet. And here we go. And he was spurred on to grow the mullet by his nephew after he couldn't go to the barbers during the time of the vid. But the winner is Mitchell White, and he looks like he's an Australian mullet user, wearer. I think those American mullets were more creative that we saw. I mean, crikey, even this kid's mullet's better than those two. Look, he should have won. But yeah, he vows to cut off his mullet, burn it, and bring it back in an urn. And this is as an act of retribution for Australia winning the Ashes. All right, then. That's what you want. Meanwhile, do you fancy trying some of the world's most smelliest cheese? Here it is. It looks fairly harmless, doesn't it? It looks fairly harmless. But it's produced in the north of Scotland. Yeah. And they've been producing it for 7 years. But it will now be sold UK-wide for the first time. And and you can get it in time for Christmas. You could have the world's smelliest cheese in time for Christmas. Rory Stone from Rochester, he is the creator of the cheese. He said his product tastes delicious, but some may be put off by the smell. He says it smells meaty, unctuous and cabbagey. There's nothing subtler, and there's no nice way to describe the smell. It's simply bad, but it's all aroma. The flavour is very different. At best it's moorish. It melts on the tongue with a full, rounded umami taste. Umami? Uvavu. And what is this cheese called? Well, help yourself to a nice slice of minga. Yeah. It's a minga. It surely is. There you go. The jokes write themselves. I'm not even bothering with that one. So there you go. It's a minga. It sure is. It sure is. What else have we got? McDonald's are opening a new restaurant in Illinois, and it's top secret. All right, and it's also got a different name. Yeah. Now, I imagine you pronounce this Cosmic, isn't it? Cosmic. And yeah, it's named after a mascot that was introduced in the 1980s. Have they got a picture of him? Here he is. It's named after this chap. Again, pass me by. I don't remember him. But anyway, this is opening in Illinois. But people are confused. They're not sure what they're going to serve there. Is it going to be just a standard McDonald's restaurant, or are they going to do something different? Yeah, it's on the verge of completion in Bolingbrook, Illinois, and an opening date has yet to be set. It's been bolted onto an existing McDonald's restaurant, and yeah, they're just really curious to see what's going to happen. Is it going to be competing with other restaurants? Is it going to be competing with Starbucks and Subway, places like that? Or is it something? Is it maybe it's just going to be a test restaurant? Who knows? What is the mystery of Cosmic? Meanwhile, gardening news. This is Sian and Jeffrey Edwards of Milford Haven in Pembrokeshire. Right, their heart was broken. How? How so? Because they used to keep this in their garden. Right, there you go. Look at that. And for those of you who don't know what that is a bomb. Yes. And they'd had it since 1982. But, like I said, their heart was broken when the Ministry of Defence removed the 29-kilogram naval projectile from outside their home, right, and blew it up. Mr. Edwards said, I told the bomb, again, this is utterly bizarre, I told the bomb disposal unit, we're not leaving the house, we're staying here. If it goes up, we go up with it. And well, yeah, they blew it up. The couple had received a visit from the police on Wednesday evening who said they had seen the bomb and would need to warn the Ministry of Defence. Obviously a cop was going past and did a double take on it. Apparently the Mrs. Edwards said she used to bang her trowel against the bomb in the garden to dislodge mud from it. I'm surprised she didn't go bang. And here it is from a different angle. There you go. Mind you, you'd be worried what they've been planting if that came up, wouldn't you? Yeah. So yeah. There you go. Heartbroken they were. We don't really have any animal stories today. And they've actually refreshed all the stories since I first came on. So I'm just going to have a quick whiz to see if there's any animal stories that might have popped up in the interim. Because sometimes it happens. Sometimes. Here we go. I found one, and that wasn't there before. This is giant panda Yang Guang and Tian Tian. They were UK's only giant pandas, and they're off. They're leaving. This is Yang Guang. This is an archive picture of them. And they're leaving. They're going back home to China. Yeah. And a China Southern cargo plane has been seen. They've been getting bamboo shoots ready for them for their in-flight meal. I shit you not. I wonder if they're showing Kung Fu Panda as entertainment for an in-flight movie. So yeah, there we go. A big stock of bamboo shoots for the flight home, because they're going back to China. And yeah, they've got well, that's quite a journey there from Edinburgh to Chengdu. 5,098 miles. I'll get it right in a minute. And they're going to be living here at the China Wildlife Conservation Association base at Chengdu. And it's even got a little panda-shaped frontage there. Oh, so yeah, we've lost our giant pandas, and here they are having a snack on their final day in Scotland, and it's after 12 years of being here where they've failed to reproduce. I mean, I must admit, sending giant pandas to Scotland in order to get them feeding fruity seems a bit far-fetched to me, doesn't it? I think if you sent anyone to Scotland, it's not going to give you the horn, is it? You know, they should have sent them to, I don't know, tropical paradise, you know, a nice, sandy beach, play a bit of romantic music to them. You know what I'm saying? Send them to Scotland with iron brew and deep fried Mars bars. It's not going to give anyone the horn, except a Scottishman. But but nobody wants to know what's under the kilt, do they? So I'm going to stop it there. I think I've lowered the tone enough. Is anybody in? 16 people in. It's a mother funning party. Crimson says, Darren and the news. Let us know any final thoughts on the new Peter Gable. Oh, I can't possibly do that. Clive's in. He says hi. Rene says, good afternoon. Watermelon here. Absolutely. And Jez Davis, he's crying. Minger, indeed. Oh, we've got 17. They're loving it. Like the McCosmic or whatever it's called. They're loving it. And that's it. I've done enough. That was the news. Killing the channel. Very, very slowly. One video at a time. You know you've got to drink it up. Ta-ta.